What is up, everybody? It is Friday. And we're back in the arts department. As usual. And I'm trying to work everything out. Hello, Rick. How's it going? Happy Friday, my friend. Woohoo! Made it through another week. How are you? How was your day? It's me, a Jay-Z. What up, buddy? Welcome back, my friend. I would ask how you are doing, Jay-Z, but I know you are worn out and wrecked from working so hard. I don't know, maybe not? Maybe not? You tell me. Happy Friday, my friend. Happy Friday. Ruh-roh. Slow paced? Yeah. Slow past. I was thinking paced, like the pace, but you were saying slow past a few days. I can read. It's Friday. Jesus. Losing my ability to speak and read as the week goes on. I spent some time in Daniel's stream last night. Chinese Panda Express. Oof, yeah. Not a fan of the Panda Express, my friend. Sorry. I mean, like, I don't actually remember the last time I went to Panda Express. I know it was when I lived in Santa Barbara, which puts it before 2003. Uh-oh. Here, look at the intermission screen for just a second. Whilst I check on if it's safe to open this gesture drawing file. Relatively safe. And we're back. Just had to make sure, you know, can't be popping open things where Twitch is like, hey, yo, you can't show that on stream, because that would suck. Kung Pao chicken. I don't know the last time I had Kung Pao. Man, I was thinking about it, and I haven't had restaurant food in forever right now. Like, literally feels like forever. Opinion, you know where I'm coming from, buddy. Like, well, there's no nipples, so I can probably open it. Do you like my party light setup? I just set them all to cycle. I was like, I'm not even gonna try. Maybe calligraphic brush. It's okay. It's okay. So, what I had planned was something a little bit different today. Hello, Anofville. Welcome back to the Arts Department. Nice to see you, as always. And Opinion, and Jay-Z, and all you wonderful people. So, like I was saying, tonight, a little bit different. Going to do some gesture drawings for warm-ups, and I'm going to use my actual video that I put together. Because why not, right? I mean, I made it. I might as well put it to use. So we're going to pause the background music for a few. And we're going to pop on over here and open up our reference frame. There we go. That works, right? Y'all can see that. And we're just going to draw some gestures. Gonna go a little bit bigger. There. Yeah. Oddly enough, I've been drawing all day and didn't get a warm-up drawing in. So that's weird. I need to zoom out. Nope. You know what I need to do? So I need to pause this bad boy and hello. Come back into Photoshop. I hate you. I'm a professional. Promise. Just need to make that smaller and make this full screen. There we go. Okay, technical difficulties. The stream. All right. So that's one failed gesture. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? Just since we're looking at a minute here, I'm just going to grab the overall forms. Try and get that tilt of the head in there. Okay. And then the placement of the feet to really drive it home. And since we've got the time now, we'll just get in some additional details like her braid and the way her hair comes across her head. Just smash in a quick nose there so that you know where her nose is. And show some of those leg wraps. Boom, done. Realized I can't see my chat. There we go. There we go. Now I can see you guys and everything else. All right. I'm glad that I was timed well with the music, because, you know, I try and do that as frequently as possible. It's the DJ, yo. Just gonna make sure that I kind of get that slight tilt of the head there. Drive down into the shoulders. Try and show that torso and the waist with the cutting across. Some of that clothing there. Talking and gesturing is challenging, to say the least. I like the way that the wraps kind of affected the clothing. Just fun to look at that stuff. I'm gonna start way up here with the axe. Kind of get the hand in real quick. That other hand in. And I'm just gonna draw through with that stuff, right? Just pretend that it's not even there. So I can get that overall arc of the body down to this foot. This model was wonderful to work with. She's awesome. She thought it was fun too. I was like, so just pretend like you're gonna hack somebody up, and she really got into it. And I was like, maybe that was a bad idea. Or maybe, you know, it was catharsis for her. I don't know. but it definitely, like, she was like, yeah, it was great, we got to do it again sometime, and I just had to pause for a second and be like, I don't know. So just trying to get in the major shapes right now on this kind of stuff. You know, you when it's timed like this, you just do what you can to get the overall major masses in place. So that's, you know, the head, the torso, trying to show where each one of the elements falls, like if I was going to construct it really quickly. And then the limbs can come off of that, but they have to act as a balancing point, right? So you just like stick figure it like that, and then you can come back in and put all the elements over it, right? Like so. So by elements, I mean the major markers that indicate where things are. So division lines and that sort of thing, right? The middle of the form. I should hire her again now that I got that sword. See how she does with the sword. Because like when you ask somebody to hold a pose with something heavy and they don't realize like the weight of it, yeah, it's, you know, they start shaking after a little while. Got that hand back there, just gonna draw some leg, put those legs down to the floor so that she's totally rooted, right? As one complaint that that we heard quite frequently about Art Center graduates is the emotional weight. Yes, it's so heavy holding this weapon. We heard that that Art Center graduates never drew feet on their people, like they weren't actually standing. So it was like driven home for us to make sure that we put feet on our people. Made sure that they were actually standing. So just, you know, doing our best to give our school a good name. By our school, I mean Daniel and I. I mean, we didn't need to give it a good name. That place had a very good reputation that they've done their best to destroy. Alright, so get the head, get the ear as kind of an indicator of the turning of the head, get the clavicle in there, which is the collarbone. Get that arm coming towards the camera, the arm across in front of everything, and that hand. Down to the waist there. And since you can't see the hips or the leg, use the bottom of the skirt to show where the curvature of everything is. Drive down through the legs to the feet, drive down through this leg to the feet, and then get this arm going back into space. The way you show that is to have it overlapping the hand in the back, right? And get that axe in there because it's kind of important to the overall movement. Look at that. Mission accomplished. Ugh. Ooh, the squatty serious one. That was Daniel's nickname in high school. Not even here to defend himself. So I think the thing that sells this is like the way the head kind of falls back to the body, as well as the tilt of the shoulders there, right? So then bring that down to the elbow, bring that over, looking for those overlaps to sell where everything is in the frame, right? And then down to the knee there, and that's going to help define where everything lands. This foreshortening's kind of drastic, kind of hard to do, but got an indication of it, right? Another layer, here we go, keeping on going. I like this one, although nobody would ever hold that axe like that. So I'm gonna start with this overlap back here. I'm gonna put the axe in, put the hand in, drive it down to the elbow, to the shoulder that's up, down to the shoulder that's down. So you have this rhythm, right? And then I can put in the head. That all drives down. Just looking for the center of the form there and using the belt to define all of that. Right? That hand kind of coming out back here. And again, looking for the leg and how it drives down to the foot. And the same with this one back in here. And looking at the relationship between those 2 feet. Ooh, slow it down a little bit. Annabelle K, welcome to the stream, my friend. Okay, if you've got a few minutes, we're still doing a little bit of gestures, and then I can pop over and show you a couple of techniques real quick on how to gain the colors that you're looking for in your illustration. I was hanging out in Anna's stream earlier. She's doing some really fun illustration work, and she was trying to colorize some stuff, and I know that I had an answer for her. Samurai, I bet you do, my friend. I bet you do. Knowing you, it's vulgar, and I will love it. And look at that. There goes Autumn's ass because I edited that poorly. I edited it, and then I came back and moved some things around, and when I moved it around, it put my ass back in the frame. I was super embarrassed when I put it up, and then I was like, fuck it. How long did you stream for today, Anna? Oof, yeah, 4 hours. That's it's like you don't even just drawing for 4 hours straight. You kind of get to a point where you're like, okay, my brain doesn't work anymore. So you kind of just have to do what you can and then stop. All right, quick, next. We already did that one. Let's do this one. So just knock it in the head shape, get the ear, get the center line, that neck. Her shoulders are pretty much even with just a little bit of a tilt to one side, right? So we'll get that tunic in there. The arms coming down, and that hand holding the axe to one side, and then this nice fist on this side, gripping it solid. That axe head in so we can see where the ruffles of the tunic are. And then looking at the orientation of the knee to gain the orientation of the foot, right? Because sometimes knees are turned out slightly, and it's a completely different pose. This one, she's very straight towards camera. And there I go again, because I am not professional at this at all. It's no wonder this video wasn't very popular. What are you gonna do? When I do gestures practice, I struggle with usually keeping proportions. Yeah, you know, but that's what we do gestures for. They're for proportions, they're for orientation, they're for finding the major landmarks, as much as they're for warming up your hand and your mind and going about your day or into your illustration work or whatever you're gonna do. They're for quickly kind of reiterating to yourself, right? Like, this is 7 heads, or this is 7.5 heads tall. So now this is a little more quiet moment. The tilt of the head's probably gonna sell it, right? So make sure that pay special attention to that and the ear. Again, very similar to the last pose, so we'll get that shoulder tilt though, because she is using that arm to hold up the axe, which is just about 12 pounds. Ah, samurai. Preposterous, wait, pronounce preposterous perpetual proportions purposefully? I don't know if I can do that. So then get that belt in there, and kind of the front part of the belt is going to sell where the front part of her body is, right? And then get those folds in, because that's going to sell the 3-dimensional quality of it. Get that neck in there. Reinforce these proportions, and kneecap down to foot, and kneecap down to foot. Make sure that the foot is aligned underneath the center of gravity, right? And this one is slightly turned out. That's why I said pay attention to the orientation of the kneecap, because that kneecap's going to dictate which direction the foot is facing. All right, we'll go for 5 more minutes and then we'll do some illustration. How about that, Anna? I'll show you some things. A couple of things real quick. Where? So, real quick here. So somehow there was a mosquito on my Cintiq earlier today, and I killed it, and I can still see where I killed it. Like, it's very disturbing. So I think tomorrow, before everything, I'm gonna clean my Cintiq profusely. So just kind of smashing this stuff in. Real quick like. Get that knee, get that overlap right there, just so we can sell it. Kind of exaggerating that so that you can tell that it's an overlap. And looking at the orientation of the foot. And then looking at these overlaps and negative shapes back here to get this foot in the back. You can see the bottom of that foot, right? So it's turned interestingly. And you can see where I messed up some proportions here. But that's the point of gestures, right? Charmin 022. Welcome to the arts department. We'll do this gesture, and then at 7:30 we'll move on, and I'll pop open an illustration. Yeah, I do my best to keep those negative spaces in mind as I'm working. But when you're talking about a gesture, you're talking about something where you're dealing with a multitude of things at once, and you're trying to move really quickly through all of that stuff. So of course you're going to move things and miscalculate things. I mean, obviously, it's all practice, right? It's going to the gym for artists. It's developing shorthands that help with doing those illustrations later on. But the trick is, and this is one thing that I've had to keep in mind because my job demands so much quick art, is slowing down when you actually have the opportunity to slow down. So here I'm gonna make sure that I'm showing the overlap with the feet in proportion, or in perspective, so you can see that there's actually a little bit of perspective in there that's helping to sell it. I'm actually going to erase that because it got too heavy, because I got nervous about it, which happens. All of the nervousness. Cammy, we don't judge people for numbers. Look at my emote names. My emote names all have numbers in them because they wouldn't give me Art Turkel as the. All right, we're gonna call it. That's enough gestures for one day. And pop open this and get rid of the gesture reference. And now I can put all of these messy windows back into place up here, and you guys will never see how disgustingly hideous it all is. How about some music, my friends? Aw, Charmin. That sucks. I'm sorry. That's always frustrating. Anna? My name? My name is Autumn Rain Turkel. So, my good friend Daniel, who, if you guys don't know, he's my moderator slash best friend slash coworker. He pronounces my stream name as Arturkel. Arturkel. So you can say Arturkel, you can say Turkel, you can say Art, you can say Autumn. I don't really care. I'm good with it. Word. All right, get this playlist up. Get that up, and let's grab. Let's see, some kind. Ooh, not that. Put that away. It's not what you think it was, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'm going to find something that we've worked on that I can show you the idea of how to colorize using different layer modes and stuff. Oh, Charmin, what, you thought it was like a nom de plume? Now, it is my name, and I am, when I was a kid, I despised it, absolutely hated it. Yeah, it is uncommon for a guy. I've met one other guy named Autumn. It was in 5th grade, and his name was Autumn Fish. And I was like, wow, that sucks. No offense, Autumn Fish, if you're out there. You're a nice guy. But I think Autumn Rain is better than Autumn Fish, you know. I mean, as far as the names go, like I said, he was a great guy. He was a nice guy. We got along. But since then, every time that anybody has ever introduced me or talked about me, they're like, I told my friend about you, and he asked if you were hot, and I said yes, and then it got weird. Images, stream drawings. Let's go with Spider Queen, maybe? Maybe the Spider Queen has some things that we can use. Two girls named Nicole who dated through wait, they're here, I'm gonna save our gestures here. I'm gonna close them out. Yeah, we're gonna use this since I feel like your stuff, Annabelle, is kind of, wait, is it Annabelle K or is it Annabelle K? Yeah, both named Nicole. I would totally date a girl named Autumn. Why not? I mean, that would be super fun. Okay, so the thing that I was trying to say to you today, Anna, is that you can go image, adjust, and only on the layer. So let's say that I wanted to put in, just some additional shadows down here or something, and they're gonna be like blue. What? They're gonna be like blues? Oh, thank you. There we go. Right? So, where I actually painted in all this stuff. God, I hate airbrush. Thank you. There we go. Okay. And I'm like, oh, well, obviously that doesn't work. It's blue, it pops forward, and it's just not working. So what I was trying to say was, if you go to image, adjust, when you have all of these layers and layers linked together, you can go to your hue and saturation here, like this. And here, we'll even do this. We'll image adjust and we'll desat that layer. So if you have these like grays or whites or anything like that, you can go adjust, hue saturation, and then click colorize on that layer, and it's just gonna affect that layer. And then you can change things independently. And it will be a 1-for-1 on the hue slider. Peasy87. Hey, happy Friday. Welcome back to the arts department. We're just doing a quick lesson on some color stuff. And I think we all have the same brushes. These brushes get around. So you can absolutely control the color of everything that you're doing and make it exactly what you're looking for, right? So if I don't like that, I can go darker with it and then bring in some saturation, maybe some more reds, until I get to something that I feel is just the right colors. Yeah, as long as because you had a layer that was your shadows layer, and so what I was trying to say is go into your shadows and make them more blue, right? So you could affect just those shadows independent of everything else, right? Hey, easy. Welcome back to the arts department. Yeah, exactly. So you could make them warmer or cooler, and you can control it specifically by going the hue saturation and clicking colorize, and then going through and finding the exact hue saturation point and value that you want, right? So you're not going back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, the colorize really helps because then you're just taking everything that's there. So if you haven't done a broad range of colors in your shadows, like if you're just using a dark to do your shadows, that is a way that is a way that you can colorize your shadows, and there's more vibrance to it because you can control your saturation points, if that makes sense. The other thing that I was going to say to you was the unification via overlay layers, right? So get a big round soft brush, make a layer over everything. Heezy, you've found my weakness, my friend. My weakness is hard surface stuff. If I was to do hard surface stuff, it would most certainly be directly from a photo reference. So, Annabelle, just come over everything that you're doing and dust it in, and then obviously do the color layer or do a screen layer or a colored soft, any one of these, linear dodge, color dodge, and it'll unify the things underneath. But specifically for what you were, I tend to stay away from color layers because it kind of saps the variety from anything below it, right? So more often than not, if I need to actually color unify something, I'll actually put some stuff over it. And in your case, you totally could have, because looking at the one that you had on the left of your screen, the finished one, you had some overlay stuff that was adding not only color, but it was adding depth via lightness, right? So it was basically taking this and kind of dusting in some light. I don't know why this has been doing this, but it has been turning on this thing every single time, and it's driving me insane. So you have some stuff where it kind of varies the not only the color but the value, and you can do that in your current one, and it'll add color to what you're doing, right? Without doing this, where you see how it kind of kills everything below it. So that's why I stay away from color layers, unless I'm using color and then going up to the fill up here and bringing it way down, because then it interacts. The fill is the amount that the layer affects everything below it, as opposed to opacity, which is just the transparency of the pixels. Charmin, so you used to draw, but you don't draw anymore? It's never too late to get back into it, especially for an actress / theater person. I was actor / theater person in high school quite a bit, actually. So I've got one more thing for you, Annabelle, and then we can switch to other things, and that is the gradient map. So go down here, and this would be on top of everything, right? And in your darks, pick a dark that you want it to be, like, let's say purples, right? And bring them into the darks, because it's going to affect the value as much as it affects the color, right? So you can shift the entire value structure of your piece if you're not careful. Thanks, Buzz. Mac. I appreciate it, brother. Blessings, my friend. And then you go to your light, and you pick your light color. And this is a way to alter the entire structure of your piece, right? So then click in the middle, and that's going to be your middle value. So let's say we want to go something like that. And the thing with color is middle value always kind of ranges depending on the hue that you pick. So you kind of have to click around, right? And you can put as many of these as you want in there. So once you click there, you can click below it, and then you can shift just a touch too, right? Bring it down in value so that it matches with the things that are there. Generally start with both sides. So start with the dark first and then go to the light, and then work your way in between so that you can make sure that the values all work together. So click again in the middle, then click between those two, and then pick another color. And looking at the values, right? And actually, let's get rid of that. Move it down. And then you can see how I can affect the colors just by sliding these scales, right? Or sliding these colors around. So if I bring that down, I'll get a lot more red. And then if I bring this blue down, it'll pop in a lot of blues, right? So then once that's in place, take the gradient map layer and turn the fill down. And now you're affecting the layers with those colors, right? So colors on, colors off, you can see. So you can inject colors across the spectrum into your piece. And that, as they say, I'm not going to save this. Actually, I'm going to save it. I like that overlay. Save. And that is that for the lesson on color for Annabelle K, who does some great art. You all should go give her a follow if you got an opportunity. Oh, shucks. Thanks, Anna. Appreciate that very much. Very nice of you. Welcome to the arts department. Not quite as gratuitously over the top as your stream. Had a blast hanging out over there today. Everybody, how about a little love for our newest arts director, Anna? Love, 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 love. Yeah. Anna, if you feel like it, there's a Discord. We'd love to see you post up some of your art there. Hey, Charmin. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Always nice to have more people here, helping to flesh it out, build us up as a community. Did I miss anybody that came in while I was doing that overly long discussion about color? Anybody? Anybody? Did I not say hi to you? If I didn't say hi to you, speak up now. Cammy, did I not say hi to you? Hello, Cammy. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the arts department. Thanks for bringing your friends in. We love you very much, for sure. So, where were we? We were doing a drawing. He's the OG. What? There was a thing that we were working on, and Cammy, it's because I always feel close to you. I feel like you're always here, like in my heart. So I feel like you're so close that I never even have to say hi because you're always here. Why did it get so quiet? I'm looking. I don't remember what we named the file that we were working on. Last stream. It wasn't the Astro thing. It was, oh, I know. Sort by date, dummy. Man. It's almost as if I've been drawing all day. What are you talking about? I never backpedal. Only forward. Directly into foot and mouth. Okay, so where we got with this was there, right? Hey, look at that. You know, Stream Elements is right. I do love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making the community what it is. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday evening. And, you know, I'm sure that you have much better things to do, like, you know, wash your cat or something. I don't know. Thank you, Anna. So there's a thing that happened here that I'm trying to figure out how to rectify. And it's the same thing that happens all the time when you get into fleshing out an idea and giving it a cohesiveness. To me, it feels like it lost something, right? Between these two things. And I think what it lost was, yeah, it lost a lot of the sketch, right? So, like, if you look at the where'd it go? It was here a minute ago. How about we go to the slideshow images? It's in there, isn't it? Good Lord, what does it just disappear? What is, like, the whole thing just gone? Veil? The veil? Where is it? I'm usually not this discombobulated. I promise. Sort by name now. The veil. There it is. There we go. So if you look at this, I maintain the energy of the sketch by maintaining the same brush throughout the process. With this one, I was like, I need to flesh out the idea of the character in the center. The rest of it can kind of happen along the way. And then I got really prescriptive about it, right? So I was like, oh yeah, and then there's this line, and then there's this line. And then it became about the lines and not about the energy, momentum, and calligraphy, right? As Daniel said, swashbuckling of the marks. So, Camabo, I know it is one of your favorites, so I'll try not to fuck it up, but we're gonna dial it back. We're gonna go back to go forward. So, gonna get our old calligraphy brush here. Oh, I love this brush. This is one of my favorites. And we're just gonna try and do this without killing it, right? So, gonna pop open our brush properties here. I'm gonna move this down out of the way so that it's not in the middle of the stream. And then we're gonna try and make this into something that has that same energy, that same vitality, but still says all the things about that kind of, I don't want to say short story, but the story that I was starting to develop of these giant monolithic things in the center of a shallow sea left by titans in ages past. Charmin, if you want to do some gestures and post them up in the art critique on the Discord, which you're already on, then I would be happy to give you some feedback, do some drawovers and pointers on how to kind of progress in that regard. Always happy to help those interested in getting back into art. or just getting into art in general. Not even back into art, just, you know, kind of expanding their creative palette. I used to have this theory that many people lost interest in art around the time of high school because somebody along the way, a teacher or somebody they respect or somebody they were looking for approval from, said to them, "You're not very good at that. You probably shouldn't do it." And that was all it took, you know. I was just dumb enough that when people said that to me, I was like, "You're funny," when they were serious. And so, you know, I've struggled with my artistic demons for a number of years, and I continue to struggle all the time with the things that every artist struggles with: self-doubt and that inner critic. But I have luckily she's a model? So, wait. So does that mean she can't do art? I'm confused. Did I put my foot in my mouth again? I think I did. What I was gonna say is, what helped me to Sleeping Oven. That's a fun name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the arts department. Yeah, you know, the keeping up with it part is the hard part. As Annabelle can tell you, like, if you don't draw every day, man, that stuff goes away fast. Hell, anybody that does it, you know, it's funny because if you're not really serious about it, you'll have these phases, I feel like, where you get into art and you're like, yeah, art's cool, and then you do it for like a couple of weeks or a month or something, you get better at it, and you're like, you see some gains. It's like going to the gym where you're like, oh yeah, oh hey, look at that, I didn't know I had that muscle, and then like you stop going to the gym and it all just kind of goes to shit, right? And it's the same thing with art, where you're like, you get some gains and you're feeling good, and then you get distracted by life, liberty, and the pursuit of booty, and it just disappears, atrophies on you. You're like, what? Wait, but you sit down to draw, and you're like, wait, I knew how to do this. I know that I knew how to do this. I learned how to do this. Why is it not there now? Well, if you're around Los Angeles and you want to give it a go, I will gladly pay your wage to participate in some gesture drawings. And I've got a sword over there that you can swing around. Right here, check it out. Right? I mean, it's not like it's a sharp sword or anything. So, it's a prop, but it's heavy. Yeah. Battle Goose, welcome. Annabelle, yeah, it's actually been really great for me, because I had a period of time where I was depressed over the loss of my grandfather. Don't say anything, it's fine. He lived a really long life, it was amazing, but it surprisingly hit me, and I didn't want to draw. Oh, it was a number of years ago, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. And that it took a lot out of me that I wasn't prepared to not have, if that makes sense. And getting this started this year has energized me in ways I was not anticipating. And so being here doing art is like, it's like therapy on a level that I never expected. And having friends that I can connect with in new places, and old friends coming by, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And you shouldn't feel bad about your art journey. I don't think anybody should feel bad about their art journey, because it's, and this is something I had to figure out a long time ago, and this is where that story earlier was headed, was that it's specific to you, right? You look at all these other artists, and you're like, oh my God, you're amazing, and I want to draw like you, and I want to be as good as you, but your race is against yourself. So just enjoy that personal progression that happens, and look from one drawing to the next and see what type of understanding you gained, and where you improved. And if you're looking to be a professional, look to the professionals. Yeah, get paid an exposure for watching my channel. Exposure does kill, but look to other artists for how to succeed and how to raise yourself up to the next level of professionalism, but don't look to them in envy, right? And it took me a long time to figure that out. I was always very kind of covetous of other people's skills, and then finally, along with other big realizations in life, I hit upon that and realized that it's a race with yourself, and really, it's that you're never gonna. There's no end point for artists. It's not like you're gonna be like, okay, I'm done and I'm a master. You just it's this constant kind of figuring out and moving forward. So I think this is already a little bit better, because it just has a little bit more energy to it than what we had before. The other was feeling a little static, lacking the energy and vitality that I wanted it to have. Oh, speaking of exposure bucks, it is time, my friends, I think, for the Battle Royale. Prepare yourselves, I say. Prepare yourselves. There it is. It's a beautiful day for a Battle Royale, friends. In drops Samurai Staff, Charmin, Art, Rick, Symbiote, Camibo, Anavuil, Annabelle, Battle Goose, Martess, Nemeria, Pierre Art, Ivaru, Sleeping Oven, and someone I can't even mention. Go! We've got 2 teams, now it's 3, and they're breaking off into 4. Down goes somebody who I didn't see the name of. It's a horrible massacre. Down goes Ivaru. Martess is beating up Art. Come on, Martest. Oh, no, Martest goes down. Nemera and Anavil. Rick and Pierre, and Anavil up against Pierre. Oh, it's not looking good. Pierre's going to take out Anavil, and then it's going to be Art who wins. And then we're going to have to do this fucking thing all over again. Pierre, do it. Oh, no. No. You were so close, Pierre. The host cannot win. This is not fair. Totally, absolutely, 100% fucking rigged. We're doing this again. I'm sorry, friends. Prepare yourselves, and someone please kill me this round. Beautiful day for a battle royale. In drops everyone. Again. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, look at that. Breaking up into teams and beating each other. And Sarah picks up a bandage, and down goes somebody I didn't see. Oh god, it's just green slimes everywhere. It's horrible, horrible. Rick goes down to Samurai. Ivaru beat up Samurai, takes him out. Symbiote is looking like the front runner. Ivaru takes out the amazing, can't even say the name, and it's Ivaru and Symbiote. Symbiote for the win. Congratulations, Symbiote. Take your dance, take your bow. You are the winner of 200 points. And so, we are back to our regularly scheduled stream. What I was going to say was, I figured out on Stream Elements how to take the Battle Royale points that you earn and translate them into Stream Elements points. You guys are gaining Stream Elements points through, I can't even fucking say it. Stream Elements points through watching and interacting the same as you would for normal interactions. So when you tip in bits, when you subscribe, when you follow, when you win a battle royale or any other thing like that, it goes over to Stream Elements, and in that Stream Elements store, you are gaining points. I haven't figured out how that you guys can access it yet, but nobody has any points to buy anything anyway, because the only two things there are the top 2 tiers of things in the exposure store, which is the portfolio review / draw over and the commission me for a drawing thing, and that's at 60,000. So I promise that before anybody gets anywhere near that, I will give you guys the information on how to access the Stream Elements store and see how many points you have. As of now, I don't know how to do it. That being said, you will be able to purchase the commission through the Stream Elements store, so winning a battle royale now actually means something. Yay, us! We're figuring it out. That, again, so if you are a follower, a subscriber, you can configure your stream avatar down below in the About section to be exactly what you want. I love what you guys are doing, but if you all want to be something different, then you can configure down there. That's a whole lot of talking. It's a good thing I had coffee today. Martest. Look at that, you got the horns, buddy. Your icon has the horns, the 3-month horns. Yeah! Can't wait till somebody gets the 6-month horns, the real tall ones. So, yeah, hey, good times. Glad that we're figuring out all of the back-end stuff, because figuring out the back-end stuff is important. I didn't say it, you said it. I'm just gonna drink some water. That water's great. How long have you had that for, Martess? You're a 3-month sub. Couldn't have had it that long. Yeah, the back end's a pain in the butt. So much back end talk right now. Yeah, the figuring out all the that's why the flow is off. There we go. Ben Pammy Art. Hey, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the arts department. Annabelle, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time until whenever the hell I'm done with whatever we're working on. Generally, it's about 3 hours, though. Well, Martess, I am a shitty host, and I just now am noticing your awesome little horns. For those that are new here, there is a Discord, After Hours Discord, where we hang out, talk shit. Sometimes on the weekends when I'm not streaming, we will play some video games together on a Sunday. Typically it's Among Us, and we glory in murdering one another and playing the hide and seek game. Currently, Annabelle, Sundays when we do play, when we get enough people, generally, you know, it takes a lot of people to make a fun Among Us game, but Among Us, and then personally playing a little bit of Warframe, because Warframe is amazing, and the fashion frame in that is sick. Like, you get to, like, customize every little bit of your characters and everything. And then also a little bit of Genshin Impact for a little while, here and there. I don't want to get sucked into that game, though. And then little things here and there. Played Hades earlier this week, kind of on the down low. Wasn't going to stream it or anything. Beat Meg on my third run. Felt pretty good about that. Felt like I accomplished something. And then I didn't play after that. And a little bit of Ark Survival Evolved with friends. Yeah, I think I got about 600 plus hours into Warframe. I wasn't addicted, I promise. Now, remember that whole thing I told you earlier about when my grandpa died? I wasn't drawing, but I was playing the shit out of some Warframe. But you know, sometimes you gotta set that stuff. Yeah, I could stop if I wanted to. I just don't want to. Nice, Ben. Hey, I don't judge anybody for enjoying video games, you know? You gotta find those things that help you get through. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna spit on my Cintiq there. Y'all are like, I didn't see anything. Nah, but I told you about it. Cammy, we are not gonna finish this up tonight, I don't think. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, maybe. Since it's painted and we're not getting really heavy into like trying to work all this stuff out like we did before, like all of the design ideas are there and I'm working them as I go, then we might get to a finish on it. We'll see. I just have to kind of not forget how to talk whilst I try to finish it up, apparently. So one thing to remember on this one is that trying trying to keep my pressure sensitivity and stuff kind of loose so that I am giving it some depth, some interest, and some calligraphy, right, along the way. As well as making sure to turn my brush. Martest, you shut your mouth. Not an addict. Actually, Martest, you don't talk much, so talk all you want, my friend. So really, I'm just trying to kind of chisel in things and make it still feel like we had before. Watch out, here comes Martest, all sweet and innocent until all of a sudden the gloves come off. So I'm going to throw in another layer there and maybe color or tone it back a little bit. And to do that, just barely gonna kind of come over it a little bit. Yeah, for sure dangerous. But I'm barely even touching the canvas right now. God damn it. Repeating songs is not allowed. We will not have that. In fact, let's, yeah, we'll leave it. I was gonna say we'll switch it up to some beats or something, but, you know, we listened to beats earlier. Aww, Mrs. Von Drake, welcome back to the Arts Department. Thank you for that tier 1 sub, 3 months, much love. Let's get some love for our wonderful Mrs. Von Drake. Wonderful to have you here, and thank you. Yes. Thank you all for making 2020 less of a dumpster fire. So much peace of mind comes from being here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with you guys. Get all those hearts. Yay. Oh, so what I was going to say earlier was I was watching Daniel's stream last night along with Cryomera's stream all at once, as well as trying to edit a video. And yes, the occasional murder Sundays. I will once again post into the general on Discord and y'all can respond, but if we don't reach, I'm going to say 7 people that are interested, then it won't happen. So you can check Sunday morning. Let's say the cutoff would be noon so that we all can make plans if it's not happening. You can check the post, and if it's not happening by Sunday at noon, if there's not 7 people that have responded, we won't do Sunday evening 6 p.m. How about that? Sound like a plan? Oh, Cammy, damn. She had a good reason. D&D is a very important thing. Oh, Annabelle, you asked about games. D&D is one of those things that I play religiously every Saturday with my crew. If he's still in the chat, our wonderful Samurai Shaft. He is part of the D&D crew. He streams here intermittently, I will say. He does not have a set schedule, and that is fine. But we love him. He is funny and wonderful, and not a bad editor, as well as a amazing human being in general. Right? Hey, there's worse problems to have than trying to be in a ton of places at once. So I don't take offense when people can't be there. You know? Whoops. Hello. Let's not do that again. Just set this to full screen so we don't do that again. Look at that. There you go. Wonderful. So, rather than having like all that soft cloud stuff, I'm thinking about this more kind of in a chisel-y kind of acrylic painting sort of way. That'd be weird if we lived here, right? Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a Cryomera shirt today. If you all don't follow Cryo, you probably should be following her. She's not here right now. She's only here occasionally, but let's see. See if that worked. Yeah. Yeah, this was one of her what do you call it? Her tester shirts, and it's so good. I love it. I absolutely love it because it's I think it's like a tri-blend, so it's real soft. So if you don't like synthetics, you probably wouldn't like it. But I just appreciate clothing that's comfortable to wear as well as having great artwork on it, right? So, but I basically looked at the stuff she was doing to do that that t-shirt design, and then made sure to throw it on some what do you call it? Some tri-blend t-shirt stuff. So, come on, open it up. What the hell? Why? Pardon me, as computers, man. All of a sudden, Razer wants to install drivers. Like, so I basically went into my merch shop and I got rid of all the stuff that was the kind of weird thick old kind of nasty shirts, and I did all these on like much better material. So this one was influenced by Cryo because she does some cool stuff. Right. That's the only one where I'm like, I don't know about that, and I didn't order a tester on it. Oh, but you know what did come in is the testers for these guys. Sarah, welcome. Yeah, I'm stoked on them. They came out great. Like, 100%. I'm good with these, for sure. The Chonkers Sal are pretty good too. So, got some good ones. This one, not so good. I'm probably going to take it off the store because it's so small that, like, it just doesn't look quality enough for me. Meaning it's too small to do on a sticker of this size. And I was actually expecting it to be like a 5x7, so it should have been that big, which would have made the design considerably larger. So I'll test it on a 5x7 and see how it looks. Oh, you are absolutely in luck, Miss Von Drake, because there it is. But I will say this, coming up Black Friday, so next week, I'm going to do a fatty sale for anybody on the Discord. So hold off. And you may find that you save a considerable amount of money on anything that you wanted to purchase. I mean, you guys already get the subscriber discounts on the Discord and everything, so, but we're gonna go bigger than that because fuck it, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Annabelle. You have been given role on the Discord. Welcome to the fun. Yay that you're there. Sarah OZ, dubbed yourself Queen Lurker. Don't mind you. You know there is a lurk command, and it will draw attention to the fact that you are here, but not here. All you have to do is type in exclamation lurk. Martes, I wish that I could hook you guys up with prints and stuff for free. But I have yet to figure out how to make that a reality. Because and here's why. Because I 100% suck Sour Frog ass at mailing things. Like, I've always, my entire life been absolutely horrible at mailing things. I will get gifts for people. In fact, I have a gift for my good friend Moonshaddis, who's in the chat every once in a while, and it is sitting in the fucking kitchen in a box waiting to be mailed, and it's been there since last Christmas. So doing prints and having to send them out myself will never ever work. The only time that it will work, yes, is if I order it and have it sent to people. And that was going to be my solve for everyone. When I finally start raffling prints, it's going to be, I raffle it, I contact you afterwards, I get your mailing address, you tell me which one you want, and I get it sent to you from the printer. Either that, or... Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you. Hold on. Either having it sent like that, or eventually we get so big that I can hire somebody to do it for me. And that was actually, it was something that I did through my day job. I was a little teeny tiny piece, like that big, of the entire equation, I like to say. Because there's so many people when you get into marketing. There's so many people that are part of getting those types of projects across the finish line. So I was after the 3D team, because all that stuff is, there's a combination of drawing out poses, having 3D pose it, getting a render, drawing from the render, sending it off to get approved, having somebody change things. Like there's just so many cooks in the kitchen, that I was just a little piece of the big equation, so to speak. So it was, yes, very dope, very dope. There are other things that me and the wonderful Vil Farrell, who some of you know from as our DM above all DMs, that we're waiting to talk about and reveal that we've worked on that I am a little more proud of. In fact, a lot more proud of, because it was with Vil, and we got to work together the entirety of the year on the project. Oh, Mr. Voodoo coming in hot with the save. Control S, my friend. And it's saved. Thank you for that, Redemption. Really appreciate it, as always. So what do I do then? As far as... Anna, it's there. I just can't talk about it. I can't say anything else. I can say it's there. I just can't talk about it. I can't say anything. We actually just asked marketing, can we talk about this yet? Didn't hear back from them. So hopefully soon, when we hear back, we'll definitely give it a cheers. Mr. Voodoo, I can actually tell that you just got out of happy hour. Just by the way you are speaking, my friend. Yes, get some. Thank you, Anna. Very nice of you. You won't have to, because as soon as we are allowed, I will be like, yo. Yeah, them MDAs, man. MDA's gonna get you. I feel like I want this side to be a little more kind of jagged. It's funny because so we have a weekly meeting at my work, and you know, I can't always make them because I'm like, they happen during the workday, and usually we're working on projects, and so I'll miss them quite frequently because we're almost always busy, because they're at 6 p.m. and usually I work up until like 6:30 or 7 p.m. depending on the day. And on Thursdays, because I'm not streaming, I work later, and so I missed the Thursday meeting. And so I made it last week, and my big boss was like, hey, I checked out your stream, and like, I swear to God, like droplets of sweat just started appearing on my face, and I was like, that's great. That's... Oh yeah. I mean, he's a wonderful, I mean, he's super, super cool. He's not an artist, but he really loves art, and I feel like if he hadn't have gone like marketing and business, he would have done art. He's got that eye, he's got the connection to it. I mean, we work in a entertainment advertising studio, and he's one of the big bosses, so obviously there's a connection there. So, you know, him saying he checked out the stream, he checked out the art. He's genuinely there for the art, but it's still a little disconcerting when your boss is like, I was watching you. You're like, oh. No matter like how long you've known the person, right? Yeah, he's totally supportive. He was like, it seems really cool. It's chill, and seems like you guys are having a good time. And I was like, cool, thank you. But then inside I was like, uh-oh, did I say anything I wasn't supposed to say? Yes, no, yes, no. And then my inner voice was like, just, you're cool. If you didn't say anything, you're cool. So. Yeah. Is he here lurking? I don't know. No, the meetings are really cool actually, because that's the meeting where we like go over everything that all the different departments have been doing and everything. So we get to see things that have gone out into the world, and we get to give each other kudos and everything. So it's definitely it's meetings that I don't want to miss. But you know, the work always takes precedent over the meetings. It's just getting the work done in a timely fashion, especially with advertising stuff, is always going to come first. And everybody understands that too, you know. You get to a point, and even as a freelance artist, your job is to keep your client happy, right? Oh, Sarah, that was the question. Okay, I was wondering what the question meant. I am in. So the it depends, because there's a variety of things. Like Annabelle today was talking about not having a style, and that, I will say, is more valuable than having a style in the side of the business that I'm in, and because I have to be malleable. And this has helped me quite a bit throughout my career, where people will be like, "Hey, we want something in a more kind of kid-friendly style, right?" And I will be able to pop open something and be like, "Oh, you mean like this stuff?" Let's see if I have something here. Oh God, there's so much work. It's ridiculous. Where's the portfolios? Portfolio. Nope, it's not in here. You know what I love is when you can only find things that you don't need. Oh, here, full screen. So, kid-friendly stuff, like the stuff I did for Nickelodeon. Right? So, able to do designs and stuff that kids can be into, kid-friendly, not too scary. All the way up to doing the stuff that you see, the movie posters and stuff like that. And that, being able to be a artistic chameleon rather than being locked into a certain style, has kept me moving around in ways that I can almost always look at something and be like, oh yeah, okay, give me a little while to analyze how they put it together, and I can spit out a not an exact copy, but something similar. Cammy, that little pirate was actually my design for a game that I was working on. So they made me the lead of the game department. It was like 5 people, and I was given kind of carte blanche to design some games and stuff for what you know is Neopets, and that guy was one of my own characters that ended up going into the world. It was from a game called Barf Boat. So the point, it was a tipping game, and you were doing your best to keep him on deck as it went back and forth. And if he went back and forth too much, then he would throw up, and then it would be game over. Because, that's how we do. But yeah, that having a range of styles that you can target, as long as you can do it on the go, is good. So with my job, currently where it stands is I will do illustrations a la the stuff you see on ArtStation, as that is my personal style that I have worked over a period of time to foster and develop, right? So this one, the Jay and Silent Bob one, that was 100% me, where I was like, montage, here we go, right? Ruh-roh. Oh, I guess they're small. Can't really see it. Again, with the Apex stuff, same thing. That was my personal style that the client approved and was like, yes, do that. And so we did that, and I did that with the entire lineup, and then a couple post-launch, and then they took it in-house and changed the style up to be more their artist style, and that's where they are currently. But then this style is what the kind of thing that I'm doing right now is just my personal paint style. But nobody really asked for that kind of stuff. And then this style is kind of the Dungeons and Dragons paint style. So, you know, it's having a diversity of style is not a bad thing at all, because it'll help you to bounce around where the jobs are, or, you know, it will help you from becoming irrelevant once people have grown used to your style and aren't into it anymore, right? Because, like any other thing, you know, bands, directors, musicians, everybody, like, they have that peak, that trajectory of their artistic careers, and if you can prolong that peak, even if you're sacrificing it being this parabolic kind of thrust, then you'll gain more over the long term, right? So you get those artists that they're like, oh, amazing, and then they just drop off the face of the earth, and their style is no longer wanted or hip anymore, and then they have to grow, change, and adapt. So if you're fast on your feet with your styles, then you'll end up never needing to shift and change all that much, because you already will have it kind of built into what you do. That isn't to say that it's easy. Well, that's interesting. I did not know that, Nico, and welcome to the stream, my friend. Well, yeah, it's a hard place to be in, because what you have to be able to do is, and I have to say this frequently to people that look at my work, well, thank you, Eichmann. Appreciate that, my friend. I have to have people that look at, like, they'll contact me and be like, hey, your stuff is great and we want you to work on something. And I go, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's move forward by you telling me what stuff you're attracted to and the type of style that you want to see this in. Here's my portfolio. Pick a couple of pieces out of it, drag them into an email, and shoot them my way. Got all the good peeps tonight. I mean, there's always good peeps here, but we're getting more good peeps. Love it. Feel like I've been doing a lot of talking and not a lot of drawing. For that, I apologize, my friends. I know you're here for art. Not looking at my ugly mugs. Oh no, Ike, was it a bad stream, or did you just put out a lot of effort for it? Yeah, Mrs. Von Drake, I'm glad to hear that, because that's the art side of things, where feel like there's a lot of, at least from my perspective, a lot of misconceptions and things that go around the art world that aren't necessarily truths. They were truths for a person, right? And just like this is a truth for me, where I being a jack of all trades has helped me considerably. I don't have a huge following or anything, but I was not out on social media pimping everything all the time like some of these artists. I was quietly sitting in the backdrop doing my thing. Oh, Annabelle, don't feel bad about it. I constantly have to remind people that when it comes down to it, people that have a diversity of skills are more useful than people that can only work in one style or can only do one thing. Like it's great. You have an amazing style and you kill that. Oh, wait. I missed that. Cammy, what'd you say? Aw, Cammy. Everybody say goodnight to Cammy. Good night, Cammy. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we will we'll wrap with you soon. Chat's moving faster than I can keep up with the drawing. Charmin, I probably pissed her off somehow. I tend to get on her nerves sometimes. Wait, I see a Moonshaddis in here. Hello, Moonshaddis. We were talking about you earlier. We were talking about how I have a gift for you here that is still here. Rainy Keys, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the arts department. If you're into it, there's a Discord that you can join for after hours fun. Oh. And Pammy, sorry about that. I gave you a community tag on the Discord. Welcome to the Discord. Yeah, Mooner, I have a gift here that's just been sitting here since like last Christmas, I think, because I'm absolutely atrocious at sending things in the mail, and then the world started burning down, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to the post office. I'm not gonna touch things. So it's now sitting in the kitchen in a box, very quietly waiting to be sent. And every time I go in there, I'm like, that's for Moonshaddis. Oh well. That'd be fun. That would be fun. We would get our next emote unlock if that was the case. But I am here for the people and the fun. And the conversation. And the overall shenanigans. Hey Farva, what's that place you like with all that goofy shit on the walls? Oh. I would grab my prop gun over there, Eichmann, but it would get me banned from Twitch. I actually picked up a couple of prop guns for some of the photo shoots coming up. So I've got one that looks kind of like a Mataver, and then one looks like a Glock. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the sword. I mean, you just like do the rest of the drawing with my sword, right? Like, come on, bring it on. Yeah, Rainy. I actually, I started off doing like pretty girl photography, right? So, actually, I started off doing photography for references for artwork that I do in school. And then after school, I was doing more of that. And then I hired models and eventually went from like doing contained photo shoots for paintings to like, oh, I'm going to shoot a pretty girl. And then I did years and years of pretty girl photography. And then just this year, I started translating that into reference photos for artists because it was the last thing that I did that I wasn't doing professionally, meaning like skill that I had. So it's a metal sword. That thing is heavy. Like, I feel bad for the model when I'm like, okay, hold that for a minute. Like, ugh. So yeah, anticipate many of those reference photos where she'll be like leaning into the sword or like holding the sword point down on the ground or something. I actually got a staff. So I've got a staff over here too. Right? And by staff, I mean I got a 6 foot long, what do you call it? Closet bar made out of wood. So, yeah. You know. Oh no, it's wood. So, yeah. I'm not gonna give a model PVC pipe, I'm gonna give her some wood to hold on to. Oh, Mrs. Von Drake. Mrs. Von Drake, have a good night. Sorry you had to end with that ridiculous pun. If you're around and not doing D&D on Sunday, perhaps we can play some Among Us together. And if you're not, no pressure, and we will see you when we see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the resub. I believe that was you. Darn it. Yes, that was you. Thank you for the resub, Mrs. Von Drake. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon. For anybody else here that's new, let me encourage you to use that Twitch Prime, if you've got it, and help us reach and stretch for our next emote unlock. Give us the emotes. We would like to see you. If you cannot make it, we understand, and we will see you when we do it. When you can do it, I mean. I got words. I know how to use them. Who dat? Who been Pammy? Pammy with a sub. Gifted a tier 1 sub. Look at that. Oh, thank you for that. Okay, so Ben Pammy thank Annabelle, and I will thank Annabelle. Thank you for that tier 1 sub to Ben Pammy. That helps us grow. The growth is real, my friends. The growth is real. Hype, hype, love, love, and all of the things. Ah, Rainy Keys. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Always nice to have you. New people in the community. Loving it. We'll see you next time. 10-page paper. Yeah. Good luck on that paper. So I'm using these big broad strokes to kind of chisel out some shapes in the sky, right? Back to the art, right? We are here to do art, are we not? Yes. This reminds me of the old drink and draw days where some evenings it would just be like nothing but art, and then other evenings it was like Eichmann coming in. Wait. Gifted a tier 1, paying forward the gift to Eichmann. Thank you, Ben Pammy. Much appreciated. Eichmann. Look at that. Loving you guys. Y'all are awesome. Hype. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your subs. Thank you for your contributions to the community. If you're not already there, pop on over, hop on the Discord. Become an arts director over there. I'm going to have to update everybody's status because I don't have it directly linked. But eventually, you all, tomorrow at some point, will have your arts director status, and that gives you access to all. Oh, snap! Hype train! Holy shit! Hey guys, that's the first hype train of the channel. Look at that! Choo choo, motherfuckers! Dope. We've done it. Oh, there it is, level 1. Thank you, Naggin, for that 100 biddies. Much appreciated. Dope. I know, they're rookie numbers, but it's not like we got a ton of people here. You know, it's pretty good. Makes me feel good. Y'all should feel good. Thank you, Annabelle, for those 100 biddies. Oh, with the love even. Back at you, for sure. So nice to have you all here. Not because of hype trains and stuff like that, just because of the energy level. Man, it's making, like, it's gonna be a good weekend. I can feel it in my bones. So, I think the next emote, because we're three subs away, is going to be, it's definitely going to be, where'd he go? Where is he? Okay, so it was either going to be this one or it was going to be this one. I have yet to decide. I feel like this one's more indicative of 2020, right? Yeah, so those are the ones. So we'll get there. I ain't worried. It's the journey, friends, not the destination. Well, thank you, Ike. I appreciate that. It's, you know, I think that I don't even know where that came from. I just remember there was a day where I was like, I just felt like ass and I had to draw. And then like mid-work day, I was like, this is how I feel. And I did a quick doodle and I was like, that's an emote. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've got some good additions to it so far. But I do want to try something here real quick. Since we're doing this in tone, it's a good time to try other things, right? Oh, Arthurius coming in with the raid. Hello, my friend. Hi, train success right as Arthurius comes in. Choo choo. Arthur, how was your stream, my friend? All of you wonderful people, welcome. Those that came along from Art's channel. My name is Autumn Rain Turkel. I am an illustrator. I do all kinds of fun stuff. Like, here, let's go through real quick. This, 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 this. So I like art in all forms, for real. Like literally all forms. Pixel art all the way up through really heavy stylized illustration, dark stuff, photo-based stuff, comic book-based stuff, merchandise, D&D characters, movie posters, animations, you name it. I like to do it, and I do it professionally, and I do it for fun on a stream after hours. And welcome to the arts department. This is where we all hang out when we're not on other people's streams, apparently. if you like what you see, participate in the chat, hit that follow button, all that good stuff. There's a Discord for after hours. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome to the Arts Department. Arthurgus, how was the stream, my friend? What'd you do? Do you have anything you want to share? We like Arthurgus here. He's good people. Should check him out. Check him out, check him out if you haven't already. But I have a feeling most of the people here have been checking him out already. So, you know, he good. So, yes, he is. Well, that's the way to do it, right? Bringing them people around, showing new artists to everybody. It's interesting. I follow so many people now that I'm like, who do I go to? And I like end up like bouncing around to people's streams. Oh gosh. All right then. So, hello, all you wonderful, wonderful people. Who is raiding me right now? Cat? Cat someone? Oh my gosh. Cat Cartel. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Obviously, people, Cat Cartel is good people. We like her now. She come on by. Lacuna Arts, thank you for the follow. Hi, my name is Autumn Turkel. I am an artist/illustrator in the entertainment advertising industry. I do movie posters, video game box art, and TV billboards, all that kind of fun stuff. In the after hours, I stream and do arts along the lines of, oh gosh, we're gonna do this one again, my friends. I apologize. Here we go. Let's go the opposite way. Let's start at the end and go the other way. So I do stuff like D&D stuff. Cat Cartel, how was your stream? Before I get this whole damn thing started, how was your stream? What were you working on? Do you have anything you want to share with all the people that were here so that we can check you out? And thank you for the follow, Cat. Thank you, Mr. or Morgambi, for the follow. Too many people doing too many things. I am sorry. I have a hard time keeping up right now. Cool Obi-Wan Kenobi, thank you for the follow. I think I got you guys all. Simply Vibing, thank you for the follow. Did Kat say anything yet? Awesome. So I do things like this that are spooky. This was all for October. We've got everybody here now. Nikki93, welcome. Do quick sketches in Photoshop. Spooky stuff from last month. More spooky stuff from last month. Dungeons and Designers, which we stream on Saturdays on this channel, doing D&D. And more spooky stuff and sketches. Something I did for League of Legends back in the day through my work. D&D characters. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Pixel art, because hell yeah. More pixel art. Fan art posters. Movie posters that are fan art. Merchandise, illustrated kind of stuff. D&D characters. D&D portraits for people in the stream. More pixel art. Just finished this one up. I think it was Monday, actually. And this is from an old one. So this is like rehashing and kind of reimagining and building out the world for this guy, which was from a few years back. And lots of dragon stuff. I did D&D stuff back in the day. And more creepy stuff and characters. Isometric art, because as I said earlier, I did some work for Nickelodeon back in the day where I did isometric stuff, and I thought it would be fun to do D&D as isometric. And homebrew illustrations for the amazing Anavwiel, who is VIP in this channel. And my wonderful emote that I love so much that I made it into a huge, ridiculously big thing. And some character stuff, and the Apex Legends stuff that I did through my work. I was honored to be on that project. That's what we do. Cat Cartel, show me what you were doing tonight, if you don't mind. If you have a link or something, anything that you can share with us so that we can see the wonderful art that you have been producing. The Shadowlings, thank you for the follow. Dradon, thank you for the follow. I hope that I got everybody. Fucking dope. All right, everybody, check that out. Looking great. Love those colors and the transition tones. Sick. Got that complementary, split complementary palette going. Yeah. I love it. Cat, great work. Absolutely stunning. Where are you at? There you at. How do I follow you? We're just gonna, I'm gonna do this real quick. Y'all can do this if you want. I just had to pop over and give Cat a follow because hell yeah. Look at all of those stream avatars. There's so many people there. Good lords. What am I gonna do with y'all? Thank you, the rarest mole. Wait, what? The rarest mole? I wonderful, wonderful stuff, friends. The rarest small. There we go. That's what I thought it said, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to. You know how it goes. Like, I'm bad enough with words. Like, I could draw you a picture, but the words are like bleh, bleh. So we're working on this. It started off as one of the speed gestures that I did a little bit back. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. Do the thing. Jolie, do the thing. So it started off as this thing here, and each one of these is about a minute roughly. And I was like, that's cool. I like that. We're going to turn that into a bigger illustration. And so I popped it into a new page and started working on it, and just trying to like balance it out and find what makes it cool and how to not ruin the feeling that we got in that initial kind of drawing, right? So a little bit of back and forth, allowing some stuff to kind of build up and be interesting along the way, you know? Keep some big broad strokes in there. Oh gosh. So at 9 p.m. I generally do a battle royale. This is going to be absolutely fucking out of hand this time with all you followers. So with the battle royale, I have through Stream Elements you gain exposure for watching my channel. You get enough exposure and you can trade said exposure for a commission of a piece, generally just a character piece or something like that. It's 60,000, so hang around. You'll be here a while. But for winning the Battle Royale, you get 200 points. That being said, friends, prepare yourselves. for the Battle Royale. It is a beautiful day for a Battle Royale in Stream Avatars land. In drops, I'm not even gonna fucking try. Everyone. 3, 2, 1, go. It's off to a smashing start, my friends. Down goes someone, down goes another one. I can't even see the names. Usually I'll call it off like a pro announcer. I can't even tell you who is who right now. I'm gonna wait until it gets more manageable, and then I'll tell you who's gonna win. It's looking like Lacoon Arts is taking the lead along with the Rarest Small. Battle Goose isn't looking good, going up against Rick right now. He's down. The Rarest Small picks up a bandage, turns around, and Lacuna Arts takes out the one between them and runs away from the Rarest Small. It's looking like Rick's going for a bandage. He may be the one to beat here. Rick goes up against the Rarest Small. And Lacuna Arts takes out the Rarest Small. It's now Rick against Lacuna Arts. Rick, Lacuna Arts, you can do it. Come on, let's see it. Lacuna Arts goes for 2 bandages. Rick has no chance. No chance, Rick. No chance, my friend. It is Lacuna Arts for the win. Do your dance. Take your bow. You're the winner. Congratulations. Dope. That was great. Beat my ducky, lol. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Somebody earlier had something asked about that icon, or the heart. You can find it over at the Teespring shop on various merch. Thank you, Negan. Appreciate that, my friend. Samurai, there's a lot of people in here right now. Okay, so for all you people that just joined, if you've never used Stream Elements before, or Stream Avatars before, if you look down below, there is a Stream Avatars box in my About section, and you can custom configure your Stream Avatar to be exactly what you want whenever you're here. So please go down there and make your avatar exactly how you want to express. Because I love what's going on right now. It's amazing looking, for sure. It is Martez. Thank you to all you wonderful people for being here, making the stream everything that it is this evening, which is beyond fun and into kind of ridiculous, and I love it. So I am so glad that you all are here. I appreciate you all very much. If you'd like, you can pop by the Discord, give a join, give a shout out, and we do things over there, art related of course, but there is many categories that you can choose from, such as Meme Me, where you can post memes to your heart's content, the music channel where you can post the music that you love and share it with everybody. Just let your voice be heard in the arts department. So, yeah, it's challenging to get a lot of great art done when there's so many people around. But I'm not complaining. Hopefully you all are enjoying your evening. Oh yeah, bring that lightsaber action. Alpha, welcome to the Discord. Annabelle K, hey, thank you for coming by and joining this and being part of the hype train and all that goodness. And lurk to your heart's content, and we'll see you with that doggo once you're done with that doggo, rather. Cat Cartel, thank you for bringing that amazing group of people here, and I really appreciate you, everything about you coming in and participating, and I hope to see you here again, and I can't wait to check out your stream for sure. See, Stream Elements beat me to it. Absolutely love you guys. Adore you all. Because that's what we need more of. More art, more love. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing all of your wonderful artistic, creative selves, your art appreciating selves here. And, oh, thanks, Stream Elements. I just did that. What are you doing? And being part of this and encouraging me, because I find so much energy in all of this, and it helps me to keep producing and being artistic when I get tired and I've been doing the day job, working, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can go on with the stream thing. And then as soon as I pop open the stream and people start talking, I'm like, oh, here I am. Cool. It's hard to draw for 12 plus hours a day, but once you get used to it, passes really quickly. I think that's the best part about art, to be honest. Yeah, if you guys are fellow artists, man, join that Discord. We'd love to see your art in the gallery channel and in the critique channel. You know, we like to give and get feedback there as much as possible. Not liking this, so let's do this. Gotta break it up so that, see, because we've got this shape here, so gotta break it up so that there is a bit more of that original shape, I feel like, right? That's not even the original shape, but like I say, if you see something and you feel like it's not working, dive right in. Get in there and change it as quickly as possible, because it'll help balance out your piece from then on out. And I know this is doesn't look completely balanced, but the story behind this was supposed to be the shards of what would have been Primordial Titan's weapons that were shattered, and so they're supposed to look a little bit like inverted flint. So this it's in the middle of this shallow sea, right? So yeah. No, there's no way, Charmin. I don't even think if I go to... I mean, I'll probably go until about 10 or 10:30 or 11 tonight, because it's a Friday night, so whee! But I don't know if I'm going to have time to actually finish, because it is kind of a complex image. And it's not so much that it's that the image is complex as I want to make sure that it actually has the feeling that I want, right? And you can very easily lose lose the energy, and so part of my own personal artistic lesson right now is to slow down. And even on stream especially, like it there's this impetus to like create, like you have to be doing something amazing every minute so that everybody is entertained. But I think part of what I'm trying to get to is taking my time with certain things so that those things are more intentional, right? So because of the day job, where I have to, when I'm not doing an illustration, I really have to smash through things. So for those that don't know what sketching for advertising entails, I'll go over that for you. So what my job is we get clients come in and they say, this is our project, and this is the ask. We want a movie poster for this movie, and here's the people that are going to be in it, and sometimes here's the script, and then here's some assets, and those assets could be like unit photography or concept design for a movie. And then we take all of that information, we put it together into like okay, this is a cohesive idea moving forward, and then the marketing teams all work together with the director, and they figure out kind of a direction that they want to go, and then the art directors conceptualize ideas, and then those ideas, they can be put together with photo assets like the unit stuff that I was telling you about, or sometimes things that are found online like stock photography and stuff. But more often than not, what they need quick visualization, and that's when they come to the sketch artists. And the sketch artists have to take a description and a couple of references and smash out a sketch in a short amount of time and put together a bunch of those to be presented to the marketing teams and the director and all of the people on the project. So I am, for a majority of the time, I am a sketch artist, and my job is to draw very, very quickly all the time. So my headspace is about like getting it done and getting it done efficiently and quickly, and I have to combat that when I slow down or when I'm doing my own stuff. Because on your own stuff, you want to be more intentional and really sit down and think about design and everything. Not that you don't want to do that for sketch art, but a lot of the design choices, are handled by the art director that comes to you and says, this character here, this kind of lighting, go. So we help to visualize these things for people that can't put them together in another form. And so when it comes to doing my own stuff, I tend to be like, get it done, when that can be detrimental, right? Because I'm not thinking about, the design of things, and I'm not thinking about all of the little things that I should be thinking about. And I'm not slowing myself down and giving it time to breathe and giving my mind time to process. So, Sarah is absolutely right. I usually go about 3 hours, about 10 or so. But like I said, I might go a little bit later if this isn't moving along the way I want it to. I appreciate you hanging around, Charmin. For sure. Like having new people here participating, especially friends of friends. I mean, ultimately, we're all friends now, right? So I'm going to drop down some of these layers because I don't need them. It's not like I'm trying to be all precious about things, but I am looking for that design, and I want to go back to that thumbnail. Damn it. Go back and take a look at the speed thumbs. Yeah. Right? Yeah, see, I feel like that big arch there is really cool. So let's take that, copy it, paste it in, just so that we have it, so I can see what it is. There's a feeling to it that I really like. And I've said this before, where frequently my art is, I feel my way through some of this stuff to get to the finished product, because it's about how I react to it, not just intellectually but emotionally, right? So, and a lot of it has to do with the fundamentals. So like I can look at it and be like, oh well, you know, it's got these three smaller shapes versus this one big shape, so it's got some nice curves and counter curves that feel good, and that help it to kind of live in a space that's interesting versus what I had on there before. And please ask questions. Always ask questions. Ask questions about art, ask questions about life. Thank you, Charmin, I appreciate that. I figure she invited you over to the stream because you're good people, and she thought you would enjoy it. At least I'm hoping that's what she thought. So just kind of coming through and adding in some marks now, since we're getting, since I'm starting to really get enough rendering in certain areas to break up the shape. And I'm thinking about the shape like some of it is still sharp and some of it has been worn down by the centuries of being lodged in this shallow sea. Oh, nice. So are you gonna get back into art, Shammy? Charmin? Jesus. I just combined your guys' names. How rude am I? I'm gonna call that Stream Brain, because I don't normally do that, but you know. Whoa, that's a little too big on that. And I adjusted the hardness, which I don't want to do, because that hardness is going to give me those interesting edges. See how it kind of quickly translates into something that looks like landscape or water shape, right? Shammy. I'm gonna redeem a hydrate on myself, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drink my water. hydrate, friends. It's good for you. I highly recommend it. For those times when you put your foot in your mouth and you don't know what to say after that. So part of using this calligraphy brush is rotating the brush head and getting these interesting straight lines. I mean, there's some kind of liquid in there, right, Moonshadows? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about drinking. Charmin, I can absolutely appreciate that. I said that about so many different hobbies. And now my days are utterly filled with hobbies. Because what else am I going to do right now, right? Yes, ice counts as hydration. Yeah, Mooner. Love you, buddy. So yeah, you know, I do like set aside time in the mornings to do writing, time in the evenings to do sketching and after hours work, and time on the weekends to do photography and video editing and the YouTube channel and all that stuff. So yeah, hobbies taken over. Nothing wrong with that. So, over the past couple of days on my lunch break, nice jump. Arthur, too long, I think. I have been utterly distracted by all you amazing people. This is one that under normal circumstances I would have done much faster. Yeah, Samurai. Buddy, we'll see you tomorrow morning for the D&D. For those that like Dungeons & Dragons, we'll be back here tomorrow doing a Dungeons & Dragons stream at, I'd say about 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Much appreciated, Arthur. Much appreciated. And Samurai, have an amazing evening. I'm looking forward to throwing some dice with you tomorrow and role playing and getting back into some D&D. D&D. I see you. I see you. Thank you for that redemption, Samurai. Yeah. So Samurai and Alvuil are part of the D&D crew this week, and we will be tomorrow morning doing some more of that stuff. So if you're around, drop by, say hi, blow up the chat, give people a hard time. Redeem hydrate, because then Samurai will have to hydrate too, like he always forces me to. But only during the D&D stream. So I'm trying to break up this shape a little bit, not too much. And get a little bit of visual interest in here. Since we put that other piece in there, it was pretty flat, so I'm just trying to break it up a little bit. And when I get towards the end, I'll drop in a little bit of texture all the way, or sorry, a little bit of tone all the way down kind of to here, and it'll kind of block everybody into the bottom. That being said, that white is way too white, so we're gonna drag it down. Yeah. And kind of gray it out a little bit, because if it's too white, it doesn't give me any room for accents and stuff, right? So yes, I want this reflection in the water. It's going to be very important. But if there's too much of it, then we won't be able to really highlight what's really important with beautiful specular highlights, right? So we'll just fill this in with a little bit more gray, and because of simultaneous contrast, meaning contrast next to one another, it'll still read as light, and we'll still be able to make all of the things pop. So the entire reason that I ended up doing that drawing was because of the character, because I wanted to get the character kind of fleshed out, and I feel like I did it a disservice on Wednesday when I worked on it. So as to not do it a disservice again, I'm gonna try and keep this kind of loose, but still see if I can lock back into what made, or keep this interesting, but still get some of that character design going. And a lot of this is going to be in figuring out exactly which marks to use that are going to express this stuff in a meaningful, interesting way, right? Calligraphic way. So zooming in, you can see just how loose all this stuff is, but we're only zooming in to kind of get this guy going. And a lot of the character detail is going to be implied, right? Just little tiny marks here and there. Kind of drive home some of the ideas that he's lit from above, that he's got, you know, some interesting robes on. So thinking about cross contours, the things that are going across the body to kind of indicate clothing. And if this feels like a sketch, you're not wrong. Even though I've spent a little while on it, I still consider these paintings where I'm just using the chisel brush to kind of work out shapes and stuff like that. I still consider them to be sketches, even if they're 3-4 hours at a pop, because I don't feel like they have the level of finish that say the dragon illustration has, you know? Oh, I thought I had to change the playlist all of a sudden. But the thing that I do like about this chisel brush is I can easily get these kind of interesting flowing shapes. Camibo's back. Welcome back, Camibo. Oh, I don't know. May or may not be almost over. But you can see as I turn the brush head, I try to vary up the shapes that I'm doing, right? And put in some cross contours and stuff like that. You have to forgive me for my discombobulation earlier. That was a hell of a lot of people. I'm gonna hit save because Moon Shadows redeemed. Thank you for that redemption, Mooner. There's a lot of people coming in, a lot of people talking, a lot of people interacting, so I was not able to lock into the art in a meaningful way. We're getting there again. We're getting there again. Part of it is going from, like I said, the day job thing, using a completely different tool set, and then shifting gears without a warm up into the tool set is. I was talking to Annabelle about it earlier, about that the working in different styles thing, and along with working in different styles is being prepared to shift gears, right? If you're not warmed up in a certain style, it can sometimes take you anywhere from half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, to a whole day even, to get back into what you feel is shape. Like working on Duraline with Prismacolor is a primary sketch format, and there'll be times when in illustration where I'm like off in illustration land, like when I'm off in illustration land, Cammy, we'll get back to your question in just a second. When I'm off in illustration land and I'm working like primarily digitally, like say the Apex stuff, right? And then that stuff goes to the client and we're waiting on approvals and stuff. And there's bandwidth and there's a moment for me to turn around and work on some sketches, and I gotta work oh yeah, Cammy, she laid out the dirt. It was great. But then I had to turn around and do stuff on Duraline and pencil work, and I had been working for months on that Apex stuff. And this happens where you turn around and you got a week of sketches you've got to do, and it's not until Wednesday where you're doing sketches and you're like, oh, I'm back into this mode and I can work with a pencil again. It's going back and forth between pencil and digital. That is a style, Cammy. So it has to do with I don't know if those will show up on camera. Can you see that at all? Probably not, huh? It's all blown out. No. No good. But, so working on pencil and paper, different than working with digital. Digital is it's a different medium. You have a number of brushes available to you, and you have a number of options for if you make a mistake that's not just an eraser, you know? So getting back into doing one style or another takes a bit of practice, takes a bit of understanding and being able to be like, okay, how do I do this faster? How do I shift gears faster so that I'm not floundering and not able to make marks that are meaningful and useful to where I'm heading with this piece of artwork. And that happens no matter what. Shifting gears as an artist when you have a multitude of styles is hard. I will not lie. So you have to be diligent. Just like you have to be diligent about business as an artist, right? So you go to school as an artist, I mean, as anything, dancer, model, musician, And you have the art side of things that you need to learn, but then you also have to learn the business side of things, where you have to understand the pros and cons of business and the ins and outs of business, and how to be a business person on top of how to be a creative and how to balance those. Not an easy task, will not lie. Art. I played a little bit of Genshin Impact. I played a touch of Hades earlier this week, briefly, for maybe an hour and a half. But primarily doing a lot of video production and stuff with my spare time. That's what those YouTube videos are. It's one of my... Just trying to build the channel, build the community, give back, right? Give people something that they can watch that has some type of valid usefulness, right? Not just the modeling videos, or not just the photo, not just the reference gesture drawing videos, but like informational stuff. Nico, you're out of here, my friend. If you are out of here, we will see you the next time. Thank you for coming by. Thanks for being a community member and adding to the discussion that got super out of hand this evening. Always nice to have you here, man. So, while this drawing has everything like kind of flat and everything, I kind of want to give it a little sideways momentum, I guess you could say. A little bit of movement that doesn't have to do with the movement of the stone behind it, right? That's perfectly white. There is no room for error in there. Let's do this. Let's bring him down a little bit. So I'm going to go up onto another layer. I'm just going to kind of glaze over him a bit with this gray, so that he kind of merges into the background just a little bit more. Now I got a little bit more room to breathe there. As soon as it gets up into white, it gets really hard to there's not a lot of bandwidth to like highlight something if you want to. And I plan on having some lighter elements in there. So I have to make sure that everything is a little bit darker than I would want it to be. I can do it that way, or I can go just with a curves layer, I think. And we can take this white and just drag it down, and all the whites will then be a lot darker. Then we can just merge that down, and now I've got more room to play at the top of the spectrum there, which is generally a good idea. So now I can come in and put in those kind of antler shapes that I had on the other design. Cammy, do you feel like I answered your question about style, or did I just kind of go off on a tangent that was my own thoughts? Because I've been known to be kind of scatterbrained like that. So now, since that's lighter, I can actually come in and really lighten up the top part of this staff, right? So now it really feels like it's got a little bit more oomph to it. Okay, style. So if we're not talking about a complete difference in the media being the delivery format, pencil, oil paint, acrylic paint, gouache, digital, those are all media. And you can have a difference in the way that they look based on the way that you are executing, right? Meaning, oil paint isn't going to necessarily look like acrylic, but you can make them look like acrylic, right? And that's the style that you choose to work in. When it comes into the digital stuff, style means basically, if I was to look at the slideshow stuff, this is a style versus that's a style. And those are night and day, right? They're both digital, but one is line heavy, it's flat, there is like little tiny striations of line in there. You see that, like, line, there's lines in there, and that's a very conscious decision that then makes the image read a certain way. That is the style of the image. Because I could have easily made all of their clothing flat as this stuff if I wanted to, and just had like outside lines defining everything. No, it's not a weird question. I mean, it's a very valid question, right? So then you go into this, and that's similar to this style, but it's different in that with this, there's no containing lines, right? It's all just shapes on top of other shapes that define what this character is, and it's the same thing for all of these characters. There's no lines there, and that's a style. That's a style choice, right? Then you go to the next image. Hello. And that one has containing lines, but it still has elements of that other style. So it's a different style because of the containing lines. And then this is completely different than those two because the style is that it is painted, meaning there is light falling across the object, it's defined by its forms, and it's rendered with brush strokes and marks and that sort of thing. Right? I think that about covers it. I'll see if I can come up with a better definition for style if that still doesn't quite fit, make sense, whatever. Don Leo! Hello, my friend. Welcome back to the arts department. Haven't seen you here in a while. He says portraits are so easily detailed, I can immediately tell that it's his work. Yeah, that's style. That is style. That means that he has a style that he works in. What I'm talking about is being an artist that works in a variety of styles. And hopefully this particular type of image that you see me doing, you start to see that it is the same thing as this particular type of image, right? Or this particular type of image. And those are all a specific style that I work in. But then when I go to do these things, it's a particular type of image, right? And you can look at them and say, that's an autumn image. Just like this is an autumn image. They're just different styles. Yeah, he has a way of executing that is his way of executing. I have a way of executing that is all over the fucking map. And I'm okay with that. Because otherwise I get bored. But I try to have techniques. And ultimately, I feel like style comes down to the techniques that you're using and the way that you employ your hand to execute those techniques. That's your style. Don Leo, yeah. I mean, if your style is being eclectic and doing a number of different things, then yeah, that's your style. Why not, right? I mean, like I said to Annabelle earlier, being a jack of all trades is not a bad thing. You just have to be prepared to be able to shift styles when you need to. It kind of is. What, being a jack of all trades is a bad thing? Ah, yeah. Sorry, stream delay. Stream delay. What do you think, friends? 10 o'clock? Y'all feel like a battle royale? Yes, there is 40 viewers. For those viewers who are here, who have not joined, have not followed, if you'd like to participate in the Battle Royale, hit that follow button and you'll get a little stream avatar. And we can kick off the Battle Royale in 1 minute. I'll give you a moment there to hit that follow button and join in the shenanigans that are about to happen. And then we'll kick off a Battle Royale, the last one of the evening. Battle Royale, the winner gets 200 points. 60,000 channel points gets you a free commissioned piece of artwork from me. I know that's a lot of points, but you know, could be worth it. You never know. There's a lot of character artists everywhere, Donley. People like characters, right? Everybody likes to draw humans or elves or, you know, characters. I went to school for character art. And primarily draw humans in my day job, right? All right, my friends. That was your minute. It is now time to pause this music, hit the old refresh button on the D&D sounds. Track brought to you by me. Done made it myself. And I'm gonna hit the Battle Royale. It is a beautiful evening for a Battle Royale, my friends. In drops Battle Ghost, Camabo, Nemera, Shadowlings, and Alviel, Rare Small, Donleo, Negan, Sarah Oz, Arthur Guest, Moonshadows, Ben Pam, Rick, Charmin, Symbiote, and Art. Go! Damn. Couldn't get everybody. And we got four groups banging each other. Banging each other? What? Beating each other up. Jesus. Watch your phrasing. Somebody picked up that bandage. I don't know how to pronounce that name. And down goes an Alvwheel. Down goes I don't even know who. Down goes another person. Down goes another. I can't even keep track. So many of them. The Shadowlings up against Sarah. Takes out Sarah. Negan and the Shadowlings. Camabo beating up on Negan. Camabo for the win. That's 2 nights in a row. Congratulations, Camabo. Yeah, do your dance, take your bow. You are the wiener. Yay! I know, right? Trying to say all those damn names. Ugh. I mean, like, when you're streaming and, like, you can't even see straight, it was like, yeah, that was a close one. That was a good one. Thanks for participating, all you wonderful followers. All you that haven't followed yet. We do them at the top of the hour, so you have the chance to participate yet again. And if you look down in the chat section, there is the exposure, and you get exposure for watching the channel. And the exposure gets you real life things like artwork and reviews of your artwork and help with your artwork, which quite honestly you can get on the Discord if you're really nice about it. I actually think that Camabo is going to probably be the first person that gets a commission from me, because she has now won 2 Battle Royales in a row, and she also gifted a sub, which got her some additional free points, and she is the closest when I look on the leaderboards. So I am anticipating having to draw something for her, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm always interested what people, when they have an artist at their disposal, what they...
Shut up!
What they have people... Who just told me to shut up? In comes the Baniel, slapping that sticker on the stream. Why, thank you, Baniel Landerman. For those that don't know, Baniel is my BFF, next to all my other BFFs. But he's the one whom I went to school with, I work with, constantly talk to about art. He is an amazing fucking artist, and if you don't follow him, I highly recommend popping over to that link, smashing that follow button, and catching his next stream, which is Monday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m? 6:30 p.m? 7 p.m. I'm going to say 7 p.m. And if not, then you're only half an hour late. Don't blame me. He's also my moderator, so be careful, because he'll shadow ban you or micro ban you. because I was doing that to I was doing that to people on his stream. Ooh, Arthur coming in with that sub 3 months in advance. Hey, buddy, thank you for that wonderful subscription. I'm looking forward to 3 wonderful months with you, my friend. Very nice of you. Everybody, how about a little love and hype for our man Art? Well, that's not it. Well, fair. What love? That's what I meant. You are the man. Thank you very much, sir. And it's nice to have all you wonderful folks here this evening. We got our first hype train tonight, which was really fun. Thanks to all you. Man, getting in here and like designing this stuff at like with this sort of huge brush is rather hard, like chiseling it all out. Art, hey, thank you for the raid this evening, and thank you for the sub, and thank you for being part of the community over on the Discord. Really appreciate you, man. Have a great evening. Sleep well. We'll see you next time, my friend. Cammy, why do I feel like that's sarcasm? Yeah. I think I'm getting to know you, and I can tell when you're, as they say in the UK, taking the piss. I appreciate it though. You know, good people, good times. Oh, I like it. So Daniel, how was your evening this evening? Did you show Tiny Girlfriend the Tiny Girlfriend portrait that you painted? Who dat? Puff Dragon 691. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the arts department. That sounds great, bud. I didn't have dinner yet. I don't think I'm gonna do dinner tonight. Oh, you hadn't seen. Yeah, what'd you think of Iron Man 3, my friend? I know what you thought of the Negroni and the Manhattan, so I'm not even gonna ask. I think that movie's been out long enough, it's not a spoiler. Oh, you know, Cammy, he is not a responsible mod on Fridays ever. Or Mondays. Sometimes on Wednesdays. But most of the time, it's just it's a vanity plate for the most part. Yeah, it wasn't a horrible movie. And it was Shane Black, right? It was the guy that did what do you call Lethal Weapon, right? I feel like I'm... No, it'd have to be Arts Mod. But I'll tell you this, all of the vanity plates that have anything to do with art in California are gone. There's just no way. So we won't worry about it. That's true. Is music done? Let's grab this and this and duplicate them and drag them out of the group now and take a look at what this looks like with those colors on it, just to get an idea. Never seen Lethal Weapon? Oh man. I mean, they're classics. I feel like they definitely have aged at this point, but you know, pretty much everything from the 80s and 90s is a little bit aged. I was watching Indiana Jones. God, I'm about to lose some followers right now, but I was watching Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade over lunch over the past couple of days. And I mean, while they are classics, I feel like, you know, just on a I feel like they don't hold up super well. Hate me all you want. But I did notice one thing, and that's that they are kitsch in that they're over the top on purpose, and I guarantee you that he knew what he was doing when he did it. So that makes it all, you know, acceptable. Yeah, I feel like Raiders is like of those movies, Raiders is definitely the standout as being like it's always going to be the perfect film. Charmin, I don't disagree. It's a good film, but like watching it now and looking back on it, I have a different perspective on what it's on the quality level of it, I guess. And I was thinking about it, like, I think I saw it in the theater. I mean, I was really young, but I saw it in the theater. Dude, Bollywood movies are insane. They're just fucking bonkers. People do crazy shit in Bollywood movies. It's great. Stream Elements is not wrong. I do love you all. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for all the new people that came in. Really appreciate you being here, being part of the arts department. Even if you're just lurking and being quiet. Appreciate them views. Appreciate you hanging out and just being here. Good times. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think I saw A New Hope in the theater, but I remember watching it religiously on VHS as a kid. Like, I would come home from school and watch it and watch it and watch it, like every goddamn day. Wow, that's crazy. The Parker Theater. What's the Parker Theater? Is that the one that's over by the post office? Moonshadows? For those that don't know, Moonshadows and I grew up in the same small town in Hawaii. Oh, really? That's crazy. Like the auditorium where I did my Shakespearean acting when I was in high school. The sound quality must have just been butt in there. So now that I've got a lot of this kind of fleshed out with the darks and lights, I get to kind of start to put in where that shallow sea is around him and see if I can make it read. It's very challenging actually, because it's light on light, right? Is that the end of the playlist? Daniel Landerman coming in with the gifts. Goddamn. Yeah. Gifting 5 people. Namera, Vorzak, something 1423, Sir Fetish Fancy. Make sure and thank Daniel for that gift of a sub and enjoy your guys' emotes. How about a little love and hype for the Daniel and some welcome for all of our wonderful friends. Yeah. And we are going to change playlists now. Yay! Awesome. Hey, you know what that means, folks? Daniel just took us over the finish line for our next emote. So, we're going to have a little vote on the Discord a little bit later. I'll throw it up there. It's going to be between the 2 that I showed earlier. And y'all can make the decision as to what will show up the next time that you're all here on Monday. Apartment tour? You're fucking looking at it. Thank you, Daniel. Very kind of you, good sir. Really made it happen. Along with all of the rest of you wonderful people that showed up on the raid, thank you for being here on that raid. And thanks for being part of the arts department. So I'm trying to be very careful about how hard I press on this right now. So that we can get something that still reads like water. Might have to change up the design a little bit. I'm not sure just yet, but let's take a look here. So one thing is for sure, and that's that these aren't reading as glowing back here. So what I do need to do is go current layer and below, no adjustments, so that I'm not sampling colors. And go back to our brush. And now I'll be sampling the same colors underneath it. Man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you being here, participating, having good discussions about art. Throwing hard questions at me like Cammy. If y'all have questions about art or anything else for that matter, the airspeed of an unladen swallow or anything along those lines. You don't know the airspeed of an unladen swallow, Cammy? You should ask Google. Most certainly ask Google. Or was that a comment about your... There we go. There it is. I knew Mooner would get that one. It's not the point. I would say that's an inside joke, but I don't think it is. It's from Monty Python, though. So if you're not a Python fan, then you wouldn't get it. I like me some Monty Python's Flying Circus, among other things. The movies, alls of it. It's good. So I'm going to take a cue from Cryomera right now. Before we get too far into our evening. And I'm gonna say, if you're a streamer, you're here and you're a streamer, regardless if you're a follow or a subscriber or anything like that, spam your emotes into the chat so that those of us that are here and chilling can get a look at your emotes and click on them and see what your profile looks like and give you a follow. Because it's a good thing to support one another. Not my emotes. If Battle Goose, I love you, brother. You're awesome. You're the bestest of the bestest. There it is. So now you can click on Daniel's little yeah there, and it'll pop open his profile, and you can hit that old follow button. So a lot of us have common interests. That's why we're here, right? So. Oh, Cammy, you're missing out. Daniel's stream is very informative. He's much less, he's always been a little more serious about art than I am. I don't mean that in a bad way, of course. Well, you know, you can lead a horse to water, Cammy. I'm just saying. Speaking of which, hydrate, my friends. It's good for you. Calls to action. Calls to action. Daniel, I mean, I invited you to promote on my stream. Not to mention, you are my moderator. And yes, see, in instances where I don't know the individual, if somebody came in and was like, yo, check my shit, yo, I would be like, take it down a notch, waiting for your opportunity. But you know what I mean? When it's somebody that I know, love, and appreciate, like most of the people in the arts department. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, that's why I'm opening up the floor to people spamming emotes for their thing right now. That's why I have a channel on the Discord. On the Discord, he says, where you can say that you're going live, because I feel like there's and maybe because I'm a smaller streamer, I feel like there's kind of a this idea that coming in and spamming your own promotions is a horrible thing. Like, we can't support one another, and I feel like we should all be supporting one another. Like, if I didn't support Daniel, the people that watch Daniel wouldn't know about me, and if I didn't support Cryo, the people that know Cryo wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like Arthur and Anna and all of these different artists, if we all support one another, then we create a much larger community of people that know one another and support one another and make art together. And, you know, pretty soon we take over the world with wonderful positive vibes about art and creativity. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. We got Daniel, we got Ergo Josh, we got Lee, we got me, and we got Salise. Is that? No, Fang Bunny. Right. All the good peoples. I recommend checking out all of those people that Daniel just spammed their emotes. They are all people that should be on your follow list. And you should check them out and see if they are people whom you enjoy hanging out with, as much as I enjoy hanging out with all of you. And yes, most definitely Cryo. She is awesome. And an all-around great human being. I think that's, like, overall, like, everybody that I've encountered in the art world on Twitch are really good people. Which, I'm not going to say that I'm surprised, but it's a nice change of pace, I think, to find a bunch of people that are good people doing good things, you know? The world needs more of it. I'm all for Klimt. Yeah, I've noticed some pretty weird stuff when I go outside of it. I do have a few streamers that I follow. One in particular that I've followed for probably longer than anyone else on Twitch. I feel like recently the art section has gotten a lot better, and I'm super stoked on that. I mean, I just mean the quality of the content and the people in it. Yeah, not a lot of drama here, which I can do. I'm good with. I don't like drama in my life. No drama, thanks. Make this a little bit smaller. Try and get this to read as if it was glowing. Myself up for a particular set of challenges on this one that I don't think I was quite prepared for. I don't think it's ruined, and I don't think it's a lost cause, but it certainly is something I was unprepared for as far as challenges go. And I'm okay with that, as long as I can turn it into something that I enjoy. Yeah. She is a badass artist in her own right. Daniel, you should throw down a little pimp for her Insta, I think. Daniel, pimp your girlfriend. Yeah, that was wrong too. There she is. We do know what she meant. Tried to play it all like, oh, I didn't mean to say it that way. Can't fool us, Cammy. I'm gonna tell her you said that about her, Cammy. What the what? Is Charmin still around? Because I'm pretty sure she'd call bullshit on that. So I just put a desat layer on there, and I'm just kind of gonna have it like tapering off into like a desat land as it goes up. There you go. I knew she'd back me up. Me and Charmin are gonna get along famously. She can't be a traitor. We knew what it was all along anyway. This music is too down. Too down. How about fun stuff? Is there fun stuff? There we go. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Okay. Friends, I don't know if I am going to be able to finish this one tonight. So, if you all would like to come back and join me on Monday, we can see about taking this through the final stages and into the finished territory. But currently, I'm feeling like I don't got much more juice in the tank tonight. It was a long day of working, followed by a long day of arting. I mean, it was a long day of arting and a long day of arting after my arting. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I went a little longer than I thought I was going to. And, yeah. So, that being said, let's bring this in. I will be back Monday at 7 p.m. for more art. If you would like to watch me and a bunch of wonderful people from this community play some D&D, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to play around in a homebrew world, and it's a lot of fun. I know, Cammy. That's why I stand up when I work, because eventually my body's like, hey, you've been standing for 4 hours. It's time to go sit down. But we will be here tomorrow morning playing some D&D. Very different vibe. try to interact with chat as much as possible, but there's also a lot of acting and dice rolling and stuff. So if you're interested in D&D, drop by and check it out. Otherwise, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are here for art, and you can find all of the links for following and stuff there. Hit the Instagram, drop by the YouTube, and hit the subscribe button. Comment on some videos, like, and all that, and help the community grow as much as you are here. Really appreciate you all. That being said, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful night. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the raids and the subs and the biddies. And thanks for being awesome, because, wow, you made my evening absolutely fucking amazing. I really appreciate you all. I love you all. Love one another. Be kind to each other. And that's all from the arts department. Keep drawing, and we will see you next time.